Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, the highway, and in the driveway isn't very strange. Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't right pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta let that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no, man, I still go. Go, 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 you got a mind, but even that can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
Yo, what happened? What's happening? Why am I all small? Is it like that? Let's see. What's happening? What are y'all? I'm all small and stuff. What's going on with this? Weirdness. What incarnation? Why show on stage? I don't know. Can y'all hear me? It'll probably fix itself somehow. I don't know what I did. That intro, Denise. What I have problems with is I'm pretty tech savvy, but it's weird because the intro that you gave me, I wanted to incorporate it with some of those AI clips that I use, but it wouldn't take your audio form. It's a lot to explain. I'll probably try to do it to you on Twitter, but we'll figure it out because I don't like having to like hit this and that, and I want to get rid of that old one. There's a lot going on with it. I like it though. I'm happy, and I appreciate you helping me out with it. But yeah, what's up, Shauna? From yesterday, I really don't like this. We can hear you. Cool. Hello, Act Right. How are you doing? Are you ruffling the there we go, the feathers today or what? What's up, Diamond Creations? How are you? And I'm glad you're in here because I'm going to use you as an example today of our little thing, and because there's a story behind it. But so yesterday I went live. It's wild. It's wild where we're at with. I don't even want to say the Summer Wells case because I don't like to incorporate Summer Wells with whatever drama may be on YouTube. But there's a difference, of doing that, and I guess I could dig into that and explain. But so yesterday I went live because somebody had emailed me a theory that I had not heard regarding Summer yesterday, right? And in explaining it, this person's incorporating people who are going to have an opinion on it, right? And Daisy jumps on panel yesterday and immediately is like, no, shenanigans. I'm not, what this person is saying about my family is not true, and it would be a lot for Daisy to say that if she's lying, right? So evidently she's not lying, people. And there were some other things in the theory that just didn't add up. I thought it was interesting. I had not heard it, but not only had I not heard this theory before, there was a lot more that I did not know. And that's what the title and the thumbnail is true. If you look at the thumbnail, it's the lady who sent me the stuff, who it was. Daisy was right because it was that burning barrel channel or burning whatever the hell it is. I should probably get that right because there's a burning channel that I'm cool with, but not the it wasn't this one. And it's wild because I had found out a lot of stuff and got some receipts and all this. Matter of fact, I have to show you the receipts I have, and I did not do this. And let me do that really fast. But before we go any further, let me clear up what's going on here as far as what channel is what. It would be.
So when they go down, that's so when they.
Anybody remember the channel Burning What? I have a lot to say about this channel. You got to be careful with. What's this channel called? Burning. Somebody help me out in the comments. Which one is it? It's the same person, yes. But what's that channel called? There's a channel that starts with the Burning something that I am cool with. It's a parody channel. They make fun of Betty and stuff. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the live I did yesterday, right? The Burn Barrel, correct. Thank you. Thank you. I just wanted to specify that because there's somebody that I'm cool with. I think it's the Burning Bush. I forget their channel name. There's so many channels. There's so many little friends and stuff. It gets very complicating. But so this person, the Burn Barrel, okay, it was her. Now, so let me just explain this to you guys. I end my live yesterday, and when Daisy's on the live, she's like, that's the Burn Barrel, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Okay, I'm not like judging her, Daisy. I'm not like judging that she knows it's the Burn Barrel, but over here on White Boy Radio, I have to be able to show you guys. So for Daisy to say, I know that that is the burn barrel, that's not good enough for me. It's good enough for me and her in conversation, but I can't say, guys, yesterday that was the burn barrel and we just know. No, because that's a lot of what I critique on this channel, and we cannot do that. However, she was right. And why was she right? Well, I don't know what this burn barrel. So first off, the woman emailed me as Kimberly, okay? And yesterday, she probably watched the show. She's probably watching today. And you know, when you email somebody, you can put like your signature at the bottom of the email. Well, she slipped up yesterday and did that. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot to go into this. So by Daisy, I'm bringing the receipts right now. Give me 1 second. So by Daisy thinking it's the burn barrel, it's not that I don't believe her, but I can't show you. But now I can, because she was watching the show yesterday, and I don't know what she did. Let me be very transparent, actually. For some odd reason, she decided to run her name through the People Finder thing. I have no idea why this woman did that. Apparently, this is to show. I don't know what this is to show, but maybe she is thinking people are. Oh, I know why. Because at the end of the live, I said, this is just my speculation. At the end of the live, I said the ladies are working on it, because Daisy did feel as though this was the burn barrel that gave me this information. And you know, the ladies are talking behind the scenes, and I had voiced that on my live. Now here's the receipts in order. Let's have a listen, a gander, shall we? Let's have a quick gander. Then comes the comical part. I mean, you cannot make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up, okay? And this is just very weird. And Diamonds, just hold on, and I'll get there in a second. So I get the email. Let me jump over here and make sure everything is visible. So I get the email, and I get this is the email. So the email is a public record center of the woman's name, and it says status, no records located. Well, I mean, I don't understand why she felt the need to send me this. Nobody was trying to dox her. I don't understand. I have not a clue what this email was about. However, the problem is, in the same email, and you can tell I didn't have my receipts ready because I had to ask the comments, when it says right there, highlighted, just thought I'd share K crime from the Burn Barrel show, Kimberly. Interesting. So now I know and can confirm that it was you. But that's where it gets weird. And here's a shot of Kimberly, if you don't know. Now, my thumbnail, there's a she's thinking about Candace, and then there's two scissors because they're scissoring. People, you can't make this shit up. So I was then told, I actually have receipts on this. But it's so weird. I'll show them, but it even gets weirder. This is one of these things on YouTube it's just like, what the fuck? It's like one of those weird things. But here's what we have going on, people. The woman on the screen, the burn barrel. We have now seen people with the likes of Cher send Dawn Wells her ass cheeks, whether she would like to admit that or not. I mean, people, we've been exposed to that. She can deny it and say this, but at the same time, you can find her, admitting that she was, you can find her talking about doing that, but then denying it later. But neither here nor there. We'll get back to Cher later in the show. Then you have people like Prayer Garden, where she can deny it as well. But anybody who's been paying attention and knows there was this weird thing where she wanted Don to move in. There was an attraction there. She can deny it. Her subs can say that never happened. But we don't have lying eyeballs. A lot of us saw what we saw. Okay. I'm not here to like convince anybody that that happened because I know a lot of you know that it did. But I never knew about this one. Here's how weird this goes. Now, to those that's been around, those two things did happen. Did you know that this lady on the screen was, and this was what Daisy was trying to vocalize yesterday when she was on panel, but I found out, and I'll show the receipts here momentarily. This lady was apparently, so look, people, if you don't know, okay, if you don't know this, maybe that you do. Grandis, you know, Grandis is gay. Okay, she is gay. It is what it is. It is what it is. Candace, however, and not to confuse anybody, because we're going to be talking about that after this. Candace has been on a tour of YouTube as of late, and you know, she is planning on trolling these idiots. She's tired of them messing with her life, this and that, and she's just fed up. Plus, she's going through a lot. And look, I encouraged it. If you want my opinion, I encouraged it. You know, I said, fuck them people. They lie about you and your family consistently. So go, yeah, do it. Who cares? That's just what I said. We'll talk about all this in a little bit, but that's just where she is. Now, I never knew, and I say that because I made a video last week saying that Candace was now munching carpet. But if you listen to that video, I clearly say that I did not confirm this. I'm not saying this is fact, but I keep seeing everybody else say that Candace had a girlfriend, right? So why not me jump in there, right? I know what her intentions are right now, but it was a joke, just so people who don't know. And then it's crazy because I'm reading my comments and people are telling me how gay she is. It's like, wait a minute, this is not real. It's wild. It's wild. But with all that said, this person back in the day apparently went down the share and prayer garden route. And that route was, and I'll try to say this with a straight face because this is kind of funny, but really disgusting and sick at the same time, but just keep up with me. This person took the route of, I don't know your daughter, but I love your daughter so much. And I care about your daughter so much that I actually love you and want to have romances with you, to say it lightly. Okay. This is the third person that I know of. And she desperately tried to link up with Candace. Okay. I don't know if Candace was feeling like uncomfortable about it or what. Candace was like, okay, you're gay. Here's my mom. Not a bad move. But people, all this happened. So I want to give Daisy a shout out because I don't know who Kimberly is. The email that I get originally with all this stuff, I don't see anything with Burn Barrel, but the Burn Barrel stuff was on the videos that the woman sent. But in my view, it could be that she watches the channel and she's screen recording to go with her stuff. It's a shame that I tried to bring you guys a theory that I have not heard yet. It's a shame. And unfortunately, there's the theory in itself has a narrative because of some weird shit going on, right? And that's just where we're at. It's wild to me. This is like the really weird part of the behind the stuff, man. And I found all this out, and I've been in communication with Daisy. But what's wild is yesterday I started my live off apologizing to Diamond, who's in the chat, because I said something and I was wrong on something. It's really not that hard to apologize and own it. It's really simple. But these people, what they do, instead of apologizing or just backing off, they take the route of, let me just spread misinformation on a little girl. This is not like having deep concern about Summer, any of these people. This is an obsession. This is very weird. This is extremely weird that you would go to the extent to make all this shit up, right? Now, I don't know why you send it to me of all people, right? Maybe you think that I'll put it on the internet And shit, I did, but not for your reasons. But the thing about it is, I know these people. Like, I know Daisy. I can pick the phone up and call Daisy, right? I know Don and Candace. Like, these are not distant people. These are not people on the internet that I just see them, right? I don't understand how you couldn't understand this would be dissected and then all of your wanting to scissor with Candace would come out. You know, the scissor people, the scissor. It's very weird, people. This is a very strange and very weird. Can I get a 1 in chat if this is extremely weird? With before you even see the receipts. Let's go to the chat real fast. We're talking about scissoring, people. Scissoring. I probably so, act right. Probably so. What's up, Grubby Goat? I mean, lint lickers, carpet munchers, and now scissoring. This lady wanted to scissor. It's out of control. This is out of control. And it's wild. And I'm like reading this email yesterday. I'm trying to figure out, why is this lady doxing herself and sending it to me? I don't have time to dox you, nor did I want to. The ladies already knew who you were. The ladies already knew it was you. And what's wild is, I believe the ladies. You know how many times I have to have not an argument with my wife, but like, my wife will be absolutely right about something, right? But I don't want to present it, right? Because I don't have the, receipts for YouTube. I don't doubt what she's saying. I know she's right, but I'll be like, I can't do it, babe, because I can't show the people, right? And it's the stupidest thing in the world, but it's the truth. I try to show receipts, people. I already knew the ladies. I'm not doubting them. I'm just wondering about the receipts, which we actually absolutely have. Well, you gave me the receipts by emailing me, but I happen to have a little bit to say about this, because this lady is obviously off her rocker, and there's a lot that are. Anybody who wants to get romantically involved or throw themselves at a parent with a missing child is a little bit loony. Can we agree on that? But you don't know how to follow what one's saying. I don't know how in the world you thought I was going to dox and out you anywhere in the live that I said yesterday, or I don't know why you felt the need to show me you doxing yourself in the results. As you can see, I still don't care about that, but it's what was at the bottom and underneath that is what I care about, because you slipped up and put your signature there, which that's what I'm looking for. That's what I care about. I need those receipts. So now I can debunk you and say that everything that you said is fraudulent. Now, I don't want to go too hard on this person, because I do think there's some good in this. Why? We have somebody who is making theories up and lies up about Don and Candace. We can conclude that, yeah, they're a bit loony, and I haven't even showed you the receipts of the scissoring stuff yet. But let me just stop here and try not to rag on you a little bit. I would love to invite you on this panel, right? And maybe, I don't know, I don't have a perfect idea yet, but maybe you can kind of explain your side of the misinfo. I don't know. You won't do it. We all know that. And my intention here is to be like, maybe try to get you to admit that you're wrong, because Candace wouldn't scissor with you, and then you went on this, you made a whole channel about it. But that's dead ass wrong to do to a missing little girl. It's extremely wrong. And you're putting all these people's families in it and shit. Wild, man. It is wild. I would like to have some of these assholes that spew some of this misinfo come up and actually try to come to an agreement, meet somewhere halfway. But it'll never happen. It's never going to happen. I mean, for Christ's sakes, when I'm reading your email, I tried not to read this part out loud, because I did think it was interesting. But what I don't want to read out loud is the part where you think Chris McDonough is credible. Sure, he's ex-law enforcement, but what's wild to me and to all the other people who want to convict Don and Candace Wells on a crime with no evidence is that you absolutely want to do that by using something that a man did. Now, there is evidence that Chris McDonough manipulated and coerced a little boy, a minor boy, to try to get to that little boy to admit to a murder of his sister that he just did not do. This is the man, and all these people who want to convict Don and Candace on crimes that they cannot prove believe stuff coming from this guy. I don't believe anything Chris McDonough says, because when that was brought out on YouTube, he doubled down. He doubled down and tried to say it didn't happen. And then the lawsuit is available. They made a movie about it. Web Sleuths, one of the biggest true crime web newspapers available or out there, came on this very panel and apologized to Don Well because she believed the things that he was saying was to be true. It's wild. It's wild to me that you'll convict these people, but you ignore what he did to a kid. Could you imagine the trauma to that family if he gets the confession? Wild. But I'm not going to talk about Chris McDonough because shit, there's going to be some people watch this video and be like, did he really do that? It's amazing. It's amazing. They'll be the same ones telling you that Don and Candace really did do it. And then people feel that way. That's fine. That's how you feel about a case. But it's wild that it's just crazy to me. All right. But let me show you this as I get these receipts ready. We'll go over the comments. What's up, Matt? What's happening, bro? What's going on? 4 balls. I think I got these people before. You guys are tripping. That looks like Matt. Yeah. Yeah, there's Matt. You know, before I show you these receipts, while Matt's in here, I'll say this while you're in here, Matt. Because back to the diamond situation, when I had a troll in here, I should have, click the profile, check to see if it was her, and I didn't do that. And sometimes every now and then trolls will get one over on you, but not for long. And the last thing they want to see is me apologizing to her multiple times on live. That would like diminish whatever they were trying to do. But it does happen. There was, I believe it was last week or the week before, Noelle was pissed off because she is friends with Matthew Celiazef. And she's talking about, he was talking shit about her in a live. And I'm like, Noelle, did somebody send you a text or something? That don't seem like him. I don't think that he would do that. Try to be calculate. And then before I could finish my sentence, she had already cussed him out 10 times and sent the message. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, Jesus Christ. You gotta make sure. She had all the way cussed him out. And I'm like, babe, you don't know if he even said that, man. I'm like, you're cool with him. You don't know if he's going to feel some type of way about that. Like, y'all are cool. Why would he just randomly out of nowhere just start selling you out? Come to find out, Matthew was talking about a Noelle, but it was some retard that is just a complete retard. I can't even start to explain the retardedness of this person, but it was not Noelle. And I'm like, man, and I told Noelle and Matt, I want to check the comments real fast. I said, you owe him an apology. I said, you need to say you're sorry because you don't do that, man. And that's just how this shit goes, people. It happens and people need to be, but that's a good thing that we're talking about this because this lady, you're not going to get it from this lady on the screen. And that really did happen between Noelle and Matt. Did she apologize to you, Matt? Put her straight out on blast. What's up, Lisa K? What's happening? I don't see his comment. David Gill. So I'm going to show you these receipts. Then we're going to get into SF covering this David situation. This David case is crazy, but I want to finish this out first. her research sucks. Well, she's yeah, I would say so. I mean, where's this gonna come? Okay, this is so I gotta get Daisy. She sent this to me in Messenger. Let me do it over here. Can I send it to Twitter? Hold on, guys. I'll show you. So I'll even play you. I'll give you some back behind the scenes stuff. I don't really want to play Miss Daisy's voice messages, but it's not like she said nothing. I think I don't think she'd be mad. I told her you could play, you use these voice clips. So listen to this shit.
Hey, white boy, this is the message she sent me about the whole Candace thing. I was playing along with her and just seeing what she was saying in there. And I sent all this to Candace afterwards. And then it didn't get the whole thing. I couldn't send you the whole thing, but this is a majority of it. But this is her actually messaging me about Candace and what she said about grandma and stuff. So she's making all this stuff up. But yeah, this is what she sent me like 2 years ago. And I told Candace,
okay, so that's what I'm going to show you guys.
that's her K crime. That's what she went under, K crime. The burn barrel and K crime, 2 different things. She was going on Ziggy's like that. Yeah, you can go ahead and cover it if you want to and talk about it. But I think she's mad because I think she believes Candace has got a girlfriend. Maybe she's jealous because she had a crush on Candace. But Candace was going to hook her up with Grandma, but Grandma didn't want her. I don't know. It's crazy.
You see that last part? It's crazy. I understand what she's saying. This is the part of the behind the scenes shit where there's like this weirdness going on, right? There's all this weirdness going on, and all you can say is it's crazy. I don't even messenger back at that point. I just get it. From creator to creator, I totally get it. And I know as a viewer, you guys know too, but this is one of those weirdo things. And Daisy was pissed, and she knew it was her on panel, but again, I don't have the concrete evidence, so it's not that I don't think that Daisy knows it's her. When I end the live, I know Wifey and her know it's her, but I can't prove it. Now I can. We already did that. Here's the receipts of all the scissoring weirdness. You'll have to use your own phone or however you're watching this to slow this part down because it's a screen record. It's all weird. It's very weird. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do? I'm going to I'll upload this as a short. That might be able to help people, but it's just wild. This is just an update from yesterday. These people are nuts. I don't understand it. And it's one of those just weird things, man, where we've seen this a couple times and we can't normalize this. This is like a share PG. It's wild because Sharon PG will tell you that these things never happen. This lady, even with receipts, she's still going to tell us like, all of our lying eyes and our lying ears. God damn it! Like this is all wild. And what happens is none of these people, all of these people, I should say, have absolutely like done. I don't. Beautiful. It's wild. Let me just, I guess I could say it like this. All of these people like share, like PG, right? They're talking to the Wells, right? You can't be in love, want to scissor Candace if you're not like somewhat good with her, right? You can't be sharing your ass cheeks with Don if you're not okay and talking to him, right? So when there comes the point where Candace is like, "Nah, you can't. I don't really want to scissor you, but you can have my mom. It ain't no fun if the homies can't get none, right?" Don's like, "Nah, I'm straight on those butt cheeks. Looks like a 12-year-old boy. I'm good on that. Got a wife." And then PG, I'm good. I'm straight on those titties are hanging down to your knees. And with that wrinkled pussy, I can't be your lover. It's at this point that these people flip the script and now it's, oh my God, murder on my mind type of stuff. It's wild. It's wrong. It's weird. But we cannot normalize this. We cannot normalize this. So I will show you the receipts. Again, I'll probably have to do a separate upload or something like that. But I'll get it done. I'm just giving you an update as of yesterday and kind of bringing you down. Oh, is this even sharing? And kind of bringing you down the whole thing with what is. I mean, I brought you. It's a shame that I couldn't just bring a theory that I had not heard yet. And all this has to be involved in it. That's the saddest part, actually. Why is it not sharing? Damn it. Oh, there we go. Cool. All right, let me take some comments before we go here. And then what's up, OG? OG Scotty's in the house. What's happening, bro? Canada. I appreciate you, OG. OG, how's everything going, man? You still got the problems with the X? Everything going good over there with you? I stole that from Snoop. I think it was Snoop. It is very weird. You're absolutely right to feel that way. And I'm just giving you guys an update. It is very disgusting. It's weird. I would, it's very weird. People will go to the great lengths to try to get close to these people. And what's wild is like, I was reading this the other day. Before we get done with the drama regarding Summer Wells, and before I move into this David situation with SF, I want to talk about another thing, but we'll do that next. But just to wrap up, here is the receipts. I'm trying to make these. This is kind of as big as I can do it. And this is I'll let you listen to a little voice clip between me and Daisy. This is not all the receipts. This gets so weird, but this person is a Ziggy person, right? A very Ziggy supporter. It's all weird, it's just wild to think that you would I wish that none of this was like that. I wish that you emailed me a theory about Summer Wells that we had not yet heard. I wish I could present it, and I wish you can get people thinking, and maybe start sleuthing, but of course not. Of course, there's some type of narrative and game behind it. It's very sad. It's actually disgusting, just to be honest. But here's all conversations. And there's actually more. I'm not going to waste too much more time. Yeah. And I saw you guys in the comments and stuff yesterday when I was live. But look, man, I was just trying to bring something different. But unfortunately, this is where we're at. Now, as these comments are scrolling down the screen, you're going to see all I'm going to say is this, man, about certain situations here on YouTube. Look, man, Candace Wells, she just happens to want to be pushing back a little bit. I'm all for it. People may say that's not the greatest thing to do. At the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know how it feels to have a missing kid. I don't know how it feels to every single day have to hear but people lying about my family. I don't know. I don't know how that feels. I don't know how it feels to have a missing kid. A lot of people think they know how it feels. A lot of people will tell you, well, kids just don't disappear. Well, that's just frankly a lie, according to the data, according to the, actual missing kid cases. That's just frankly a stupid thing to say. Other people may say, well, what is she doing on White Boys or Daisies? Why isn't she looking for Summer? Where's Summer, Candace? Well, that's also kind of a silly thing to say. Where is she supposed to be looking at that the TBI and law enforcement have already not covered? Searches and whatever have you. Where is she even supposed to start? It's all very difficult. You know, I love having people tell me certain things about. I love when people don't listen to a video that I make, or I'm clowning about some drama regarding Summer, and they try to tell me how I shouldn't cover the case. And that's all great, because that person's probably somebody that says hashtag Summer's Army with a little purple heart. That's terrific, but that's all you do. Now, I've actually searched for the little girl. I've actually flown drones. I've actually handed out flyers in Tennessee and 2 different counties in Florida with my wife right by my side in all of this. I've actually have decals, shit on my book bag. Summer's everywhere I go. She's right on my book bag. I've actually put the effort in to trying to do something more than talking on the internet or using a hashtag. But people will debate that and argue that. I wish everybody who debated just did the same. But that's just foolish thinking, I guess, on my part. But did it stop? Okay. That didn't go as slow as I thought it would. But as you can see, I just want to put the receipts on. And that's basically about it from yesterday. I had no idea who I had got the email from, but now that I do. But I also, and I've heard of this channel a little bit, but I never knew that any of this scissoring stuff happened. I never knew that there was all this weird stuff happening. Act just told us she stopped putting videos up. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know why. I have no idea. I think throughout me exposing a lot of this stuff that you see, there's definitely a couple people that have some screws loose that are involved in the case. I've played for you guys phone calls with this one guy. What's his name? Chango. I've played that phone calls from this one lady over here that lives by me, who literally thought it would be a good idea to call me as a middleman for her to talk to Candace, because this lady watched Prayer Gardens live and called the TBI on her. And I couldn't I can't even believe some of this shit sometimes. So I actually called the lady back on Messenger just to entertain it, like you saw Miss Daisy just say. And this lady was trying to tell me that how she thought it would be a good idea, that it doesn't, just despite her calling the highest law enforcement agency there is available in Tennessee, beyond the FBI, she thought it would be a good idea to, I think it's time for me to say I'm sorry. Lady, you know, and I roasted her. I've recorded this. I've done this numerous times for you guys. I've been doing this for years. But throughout it all, man, there's some people who have screws loose that this case gets attracted to, and it's an obsession to these people. I don't think a lot of these people really care about Summer Wells. I think it's more of an obsession of theirs. I can't really vocally explain it really well, but it's just weird. And that's just where I'm at. But with Candace going on her tour, will that do any good? I don't know. I'm not mad at her. I've seen and heard some things today. I've seen and heard some things that's happened today, and I know what her purpose is. So we'll have to let's see what happens. You know, there's so much misinformation and lies up about, you know, people think that I have her on a leash and Don on a leash, or I'm some protector. It's the furthest thing from the truth. I just happen to feel a certain type of way about this case. That is it. It stops and ends there. But I know I've had, you know, I'm friends with them. I've talked to her about stuff, and I know what she's doing. So all I can do is tell y'all, and that's it, you know. So people could either take the information in, or then there's going to be people who are going to tell me that they know what's going on. It's completely wild, but I'm just kind of immune to it at this point. And so that's where I want to start and end with yesterday's theory and recent shenanigans regarding the case. Yes, there's receipts. You can slow this down. It's extremely weird, but Miss Daisy was right. This lady absolutely wanted to scissor Candace, And when said no, here comes a flurry of Donna Candace Wells did the murder videos coming out or whatever the fuck she's talking about. It is completely wild, people. And this actually really just happened. Okay, moving forward. Let's take some comments. What happened? Written in the stars. What happened? Oh, she's in chat. You can have a link. Where? I don't see. Yeah. Where? I see written in the stars. Where? I'm hearing that, but I can't see it. I see here. Here's what I see. I see this. I see that. Oh, here we go right here. I am in the chat and I have no narrative. I only tried to help. Well, I just put 3 minutes of your screenshots in the 3 minutes of your screen. So here's what I'm gonna do. Now, I really hope that you're absolutely listening to what I say before you embarrass yourself. Before I drop this link, I'm actually gonna make you listen. I'm gonna drop a link, and you are perfectly able, willing, and probably should click it for some defense of yourself. But what I'm going to tell you before you do that is I put 3 minutes of your screenshots on the screen. And before I put those 3 minutes of screenshots on the screen, I said, I have some receipts, but some of these are so weird, I'm not even going to put them on the screen. So that should tell you that I have more receipts than what I've put on the screen. Now I'm going to drop the link. Because you're one to like maybe not, I don't know where you get things in reality mixed up at, because I would like you to click the link because I have no idea why you doxed yourself and emailed me. But I said what I said. Now here's the link. I seen it, but it took a minute. When you're doing StreamYards, y'all, for some odd reason, at least on my end, the chat is behind the YouTube chat. Like the YouTube chat, what you see is as fast as it goes, and that's dead on. But when you're doing StreamYards, it's got a lag. And I never put slow mode on, none of that stuff. Where'd she go? Is she hitting the link? It's Rapper, somebody says. Who are you talking about? Wait, I'm lost on this comment here. Oh, okay. Now I get it. I think. So we don't have. Yeah. So we don't have, once again, you're in the chat. I knew that you were listening. I also called that at the beginning of the live, but you're not taking the link. You know, that's not really good to do, because you give somebody a narrative to just, you know, if I was like a lot of people in this case. What's up, DJ Trap? New detective. If I was like a lot of people in this case, right, I could absolutely use this moment, right? Because I know that you won't come on panel to paint my own narrative, right? Right now, I can basically say like a lot of lies, right? And because you won't come up, people may or may not believe them. You know, fortunately for you, I'm not that type of person, right? I think all this is kind of silly. I understand that you want to help. The problem is I don't understand the scissoring. I don't understand the lesbo stuff. Like, what does that have to do with Summer? What? I did drop it. That's all I'm saying.
Looking in chat.
It's
fucking
not
troll.
Oh, okay. Well,
for fuck's sakes, Rapper, stop it.
I'll text Rapper right now. Was Rapper in chat earlier?
I don't know. There's like 3 fucking not people in the account in the chat, and Rapper's probably on like 10 different devices, fucking games with all of us, laughing his ass off, little butthead. But no, you're not looking in chat enough, and I'm trying to tell you, and you're still just
Babe, it doesn't come on. It doesn't come on here.
I don't know. I'm just trying to tell you.
Where's Rapper at? You son of a bitch, you. Well, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute, man. Y'all blame Rapper for everything, man. He does troll the shit out of everybody. Oh, shit. I'm on Facebook. I don't think it's Rapper because I know how Rapper trolls. He'll jump in here as himself, then he'll hop out and he'll be somebody else. He's actually kind of predictable. But just to clear it up, I talked to Rapper. There he is. Hey, is that you in my live, bro? I don't think it's Rapper. It could be anybody, but it ain't her, and we're not going to waste no more time on this. I already wanted to move on. And if she did come on, if it was her, that's all I was gonna ask her. But here's what's gonna happen, right? I'm actually glad this happened because let's just say that she did come on. I would just ask her, like, how did you get to the point where it came to scissoring? How did a missing girl come to this? And what would happen is just like Share and just like Voices, they would deny it. There's like receipts that you can read. There's people that can testify to the receipts, but these people will say that what had happened was that never happened. And then down the road, months from now, somebody who doesn't know any of this or whatever will come across it and do a live or whatever, and then they'll figure it out. Look, did you know there was scissoring going on? And then it'll be, no, that never happened. White Boy's a hater channel. He's lying. This is what we've seen before. We've seen this movie before. It's wild. You should be able to see them. Well, you have to use your phone. That's why I said that. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, we're gonna free Rapper. I don't know if that's him. Could be anybody. So I'll upload this little thing that Daisy sent me on the shorts. You could scroll through it, whatever you want to do. I don't know what channel it'll be on, so just look for both of them, and you could kind of slow it down, whatever you got to do. But that's how it was sent to me on a different platform. Now I'm showing it to you on Twitter. I can't really help the visibility of it, but it is what it is. It's there. You guys know I'll bring receipts. You guys should know my reputation with receipts. I'm not going to say something and then back it up with something if it's not that. No, I've never done that. But all right. Anyway, so next, this case here. Have y'all been following this David case? Very weird. This David case is really strange, man. SF has been posting receipts on it. Now, if you don't know about this case, it's interesting. There's this guy, and he's 20 years old, right? And he's with this girl who's 15. You guys know about this case, right? I don't want to have to explain the whole thing. One, if you've heard about it. Two, if you don't know about it, because I'm just going to bring you up the latest of what I could find. Yes, the body of the Tesla. They call it the frunk. So weird. The front trunk, the frunk. It's extremely weird, right? So I can't believe that this guy has not been arrested yet. And I'll try to make this the fastest recap of weirdo songs about this girl that he's in love with, who's actually 15, but it doesn't stop there because he knew her since she was 12. He's 20 now, right? They find her body in the front trunk of a Tesla. Okay, it's all decomposed. They can see the tattoo. They know that it's her. Now, he does this. He plans this, right? He gets it towed there on purpose. There's receipts of all this because he is going on tour. So his thinking is, I have an alibi. I'm on tour. He's going to have this thing towed. And so far, it's actually kind of worked. Now, I mean, technically it has, but there's other receipts. He's done really weird shit all over social media, right? He's there's verified payments from his Cash App that he paid his Discord moderators to delete comments of him admitting to doing things to this young girl. Keep in mind he's a chomo, right? There's that whole part. Then there's shit all over. He's reposted. So he reposted a TikTok video of somebody. There's a video of somebody chopping up hamburger meat, and he reposted it, and it said like, what I would do to her if I ever caught her cheating. Right? There's massive amounts of social media, like little hints and little drops, right? And people are putting them all together. So I found a video that is kind of wrapping up this guy's good. He makes videos on all types of stuff. I'll share the link in the chat. But just to catch you all up on the latest, right? I picked this video because it's pretty good. Then I want to show you what SF Investigates, the homie, friend of the show. We're straight with SF. He has been dropping, he's been sleuthing on this. He's not on this case or nothing. He's actually involved in finding a different missing person right now, but he's been dropping hints on this. Now we got somebody who's hit the link, and their name is K Crime. The problem is, okay, they showed their face. What is this? Let's have a look. Let's give this you got to keep your camera on. That don't work. You don't put it on and turn it off. You got to keep it on the whole time. What is this? People, listen, people are tired of talking to avatars. Put your goddamn camera on the whole live. All right, let's see what this one has to say. Who are you?
My name is K Crime, Kimberly.
So are you the person who emailed me?
Yes, I am.
So why the scissoring?
Sir, come on, be mature about this. There was no scissoring, obviously.
Man,
that was never a thing.
Ma'am.
Yes.
So you're on a channel that where we tell the truth. So here's how this is going to happen. You can have the platform, and you're able and willing to debate anything that you want. The problem is there's no lies.
Exactly.
And right now you're one strike out of three. So I happen to say
I live in Texas. How could there have been scissoring?
Ma'am,
We're not in the same state.
Ma'am, I'm reading your words, ma'am. So I'm going to tell you
what words you read.
Wait, time out. I don't want to throw you off the panel. So I'm going to say this. I want you to think about this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I've already put receipts on the screen.
Right.
Whether you can slow it down and read them or whether not, they're there for a reason. And then I have another set of receipts that I have not showed yet.
Right.
This is why my first question was, why the scissoring? I'll say this. Let me rephrase it.
Mm-hmm.
How did Summer Wells, the interest in finding Summer Wells, turn into licking carpets with Candace?
It never did. That's absolutely not what happened. What happened was I had a channel way before you ever even had your channel, and I did true crime, and then I got involved in the Summer Wells case.
Who cares?
I did a lot of investigating. I did investigating on the tree trimmers. I did investigating on a lot of things.
That's great. But there's love text though that I want to talk about. Nobody cares who started a channel on. Who cares?
I didn't see what love text are you talking about.
So you're saying so what you're telling me right now live with people watching is that you never had a thing for Candace.
I love Candace.
I absolutely believe
very good friend.
Without a doubt, I absolutely believe you.
I felt horrible about what happened with Candace and her family. I was so sad for her. I helped her so much. I really tried. We talked about a lot of things. I know a lot of things about Candace from her past that a lot of people don't know. And I got very close to Candace, and I still have feelings, and I care about Candace as a person.
I don't doubt that, but
I'm a professional person, sir. I would never
professional liar at this point. You're not going to tell me that. You're not going to tell me that. I believe you absolutely super care for Candace, right? But you're not going to tell me that there was a point where you weren't border on just like hitting on her all the time. Where even to a point it was like, well, my mom's gay. You can lick her carpet. You're not going to tell me that didn't happen.
No,
man.
that's not what happened. What happened
Well,
was
then what happened, lady? Because you're about to get thrown off the panel. You're not going to come on here and lie. It's
I'm
just
not
not going
lying.
to happen.
I'm not
I don't
lying.
care when you started your channel. You're a professional liar at this point.
What you need to do
What
is you need
made
to
you
talk
want to lick
Candace
Candace's
and
carpet
not
is what
talk
I
to
want to
other
know.
creators. If you talk to Candace and not other creators, you would see that Candace and I were friends. I helped Candace a lot. We talked about a lot of things and went through a lot of stuff. And she saw me as such a good friend and a mother figure that she actually wanted to set me up with her mom because she cared about me and I cared about her as a person. And
lady,
that was it.
If you're I'm gonna pretend everything that you said is just factual, as I don't have receipts to expose it, right? Because you are in your own reality now that I can realize this. You're just like you're one of those super loony people. So how are you going to tell people that Daisy's husband is related to the head of the CPS in Tennessee?
Okay,
before you answer, you do realize that Daisy has a husband, right?
Yes.
And she can debunk this, correct? But you're going to say that
they are
Daisy's
related.
lying.
They are related.
Holy shit!
They are related.
Holy shit!
Yeah, they are related, and he does. And she says he doesn't have family there, but he absolutely does have family. I have obituaries showing he has family in Jonesboro, and Johnson City, and Morrisville. All those he has family. Absolutely,
he doesn't have
part of
nobody.
The family.
No, your research is wrong, ma'am.
No, it's not.
The reality is your research is wrong. You don't understand that?
Mm-hmm.
You understand that Daisy's husband is not related to the head of CPS?
People lie. I understand
Holy
people
shit.
lie and don't want to dox themselves.
Have you ever why did you write me an email doxing yourself?
I'm already doxed. I don't have nothing to hide. I've been on the internet for years. People know who I am. I'm not hiding nothing. I have nothing to hide. I've been out there.
Have you ever made a mistake on the internet? How many videos do you have?
Oh, hundreds. I don't even know, honestly.
Name me one time like you made a mistake on one of your videos, because you've been around a long time.
Oh, I've made all kinds of mistakes, tons of mistakes, and I correct them and I say, oh, I made a mistake here. It wasn't correct.
So why is it so hard for you to admit that just your lie of Daisy's husband? You're lying. Okay, answer me this. Did you speak with Daisy?
I spoke with Daisy so many times, and also her sister many times.
Ma'am.
But it hasn't been for a couple years.
Ma'am. So I'm glad that you said that, ma'am. Let me do you something, right? Let me do you something. So I'm glad that you said that. You do realize that did you happen to read any of this, ma'am? Did you happen to read any of this before you hopped up?
No, I didn't actually. I just was.
You're saying that,
and I saw that you were on, and it said something about me, fake Summer Wells out.
This is not a conversation between me and you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, this is a conversation between you and Daisy. You do realize that, right? So is this fake?
Yeah.
Is this all fake?
I know I spoke with her, but if you pull up obituary records, her husband is in obituaries. Is in the obituary.
So the conversation is fake.
Hugh Fox, and Hugh Fox is related to.
Wait. You remember this conversation? Do you remember this conversation?
I can't see it because I actually am on my phone.
Do you remember this conversation?
Off so I could talk to you without getting feedback. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if it's there, I did it. I'm sure I had that conversation.
What?
Sure.
Oh, I got Daisy in chat actually. You nutcase. Here we go. I was actually Daisy. Just hop on up. We got Daisy. See, I love liars. So I just completely by default.
I'm fine
on accident.
I mean, I have never been like
a
liar, but I've done a lot of research. And if somebody's in an obituary with another person's
at this point, you can have the mic with Daisy. that I could show your emails, but I could show your email. What you're saying is you're contradicting your own self. Is what you're doing.
And how?
Come on up, Daisy.
How are you?
I'm here. So not only did you send me that, but you called Jinkies and told Jinkies the same thing. So why are you denying it and trying to make up stuff on my husband? That's a lie.
Okay, I'm confused with what you're saying. Denying that I told Jinkies about. What are you referring to?
All this stuff about Candace's mom saying that about the FBI and then
no, yeah, that absolutely happened. That absolutely did happen.
Yeah, all this stuff, and then
right.
Why are you looking at my husband? That's freaking creepy.
It's like okay because you know why? You know why? Because I thought it was weird that the relationship that you have with Candace, and you're very close to where she lives, and the woman who works for CPS had the same last name as your husband.
And so does 50,000 other people.
And there's obituaries. Yeah, but obituaries though with your husband's name and that woman's name in the same obituary.
Can you tell me my husband's full name? Tell me my husband's full name if he's in the obituary.
I will have to pull them up. I don't
because
have
you're lying.
Records. I'm not lying.
You are lying. You're absolutely lying about it. Just because he has my husband's family is in Kentucky. He may.
So I know it, Daisy. I know.
So Hugh Fox wasn't related to your husband who just passed. Hugh Fox?
No, we know no Hugh Fox. Thank you very much. City? No, we don't know anybody in Johnson City named Hugh Fox. Yeah, and it's pretty freaking creepy that you're looking up my family.
So how many more emails have you sent to? How many more emails have you sent to creators telling people that this woman is her husband's directly involved with the CPS? How many more? It couldn't have just been me.
You're about to get sued if you don't quit.
I never said her husband was.
Daisy, quick clarification. Daisy, really fast, real quick clarification.
Yes.
The gay stuff, the scissoring, and the conversation. That was to Jenkies or you?
What do you mean the gay stuff?
There was no gay stuff, was there, Daisy?
Oh well,
we were friends.
Was going to try to fix you up with Grandma.
Yeah, remember? I know because Candace and I were really good friends, and Candace liked me and wanted me to be part of her family.
Were you and Candace talking inappropriate to each other in front of Dawn and pissed Dawn off?
No, absolutely not.
That's not what I heard.
Well, I don't know who you heard that from. That absolutely didn't happen. Dawn and I actually got along really great also.
Is that why you're talking shit about him in the text? And saying he was mean?
Because he beat her up. I saw it when it happened. And it happened. When she had the black eye. I'm the one who sent her the money and she took off to Georgia. And you know that.
Okay, but why did they get into a fight? Why did they get into a fight? Because you and her were talking inappropriate in front of Dawn.
No, that's not what happened.
I was told by a person that was there.
Family. I started talking to her about her family in Union, and she got all scared and asked me not to tell Dawn, and they had a huge fight about it because she was trying to hide it from him.
I was told that you all were talking inappropriate, and Dawn got pissed off.
It was never inappropriate.
Nasty stuff to Candace, and Dawn got mad.
Not one thing. Show me one text where I send her something now. Daisy, you know I'm not that.
I've got plenty of texts that you had a crush on her.
Absolutely never had a crush on her because I cared about her.
There's a lot, lady. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's a lot. There's a lot, and you're not going to be able to get out of there.
Well,
there's a lot.
I don't understand why
not one thing.
All right, look, you're not going to be able to get out of that. But can you at least apologize to Daisy for sending?
I apologize for doxing stuff. I apologize for looking into information. But what I did as a creator was I researched people. I lost interest in it. I lost interest in all of it because
you did research people. You did, and you went down the wrong line, which happens. It happens because you're dead set on her husband being related to somebody ahead of CPS,
you know what?
Which is that's not true.
The stuff that I spoke about.
But absolutely, you were
Daisy Farm, that woman, the person that she is. doesn't even have to have any connection for any of the situation that I'm talking about to have happened.
But listen, you keep
But
bouncing
why?
around
And
points.
Candace freaked
You haven't
out when I started
apologized
talking
first.
to her about it. She's the one who freaked out. She's the one who got all freaked out when we were in all the group chats with her mom, and her mom was saying stuff. And
where does research as a creator cross over into scissoring? I have a crush.
I don't believe that the TBI told you anything about this case. Like you said, I do not believe the TBI told you one thing about this case. I think that was all made up.
The TBI doesn't tell civilians what's going on with an open case. That's the dumbest thing in the world.
Okay, right, and that's not exactly what happened.
You don't have credentials. You don't have credentials for them to tell.
There was over 100 tips that were given over some stuff that was said, and they contacted me to ask me about some things. And during the conversation, when I was contacted, some things were mentioned.
If you report a tip in, they'll follow back on your tip, but you don't have the credentials for the highest law enforcement agency to say, hey, scissor lady, you know, we've been thinking about it, and man, there's a lead you gave us. It doesn't work like that. That's retarded. What's up, Jenkies?
It wasn't me giving any lead. People were calling.
I've talked to her on the phone before.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she's called me before.
What was the conversation about?
Tell the truth, Jenkies. It was about Candace and Grandma and how the TBI told her.
Tell the truth.
She told me that whoever Leslie Earhart told her that they suspect Grandma took Summer.
Yes.
Okay.
She also told me that she had a crush on Daisy.
That Candy Hair was their #1 suspect.
And you also told me you had a big crush on Daisy.
Jesus Christ. This is a scissor fest, goddamn it. How many carpets are you going to lick?
Holy shit. You told me you had a big crush on Daisy.
You know what? You guys are silly. You guys are silly. You guys want to make it about crushes.
No, we can't.
You know what? I was really serious in this case.
Nobody
very, very
told me the same thing.
I am a very serious person, and you guys want to make
in all reality, ma'am, in all reality, you're sitting up here. Let me just, I'm gonna stop joking. You're trying to tell Daisy that what you told her is untrue, right? You're trying to tell Jenkies what you told her is untrue, and you're trying to tell me that has receipts of your scissor-ness that's untrue. Like, it's okay if you're gay and stuff, but the question was, no, there's no problem with that. Be gay as hell. Who cares, right? But the problem is, how did a missing girl's interest in research turn into scissoring? That's not
it didn't,
creator,
sir. It didn't.
Lady.
No.
Okay. Well,
your sexual preferences with women, so does it automatically then mean because you're interested in the case, then you're screwing Candace, or you're screwing Dodd, or
lady,
or you try to hook up with Grandma,
come on. Because you speak with somebody.
Didn't you try to hook up with Grandma?
I never tried to hook up with Grandma. Not once did I ever try to hook up with Grandma.
If you didn't do
that,
things,
okay,
you was gonna hook up with Grandma, and Candace tried to hook you up, and Grandma and Candace was on the phone.
Candace, okay, they sent me a photo. They were doing group chat with me, and I was talking to them. My interest was 100% finding information out about the case and things that were going on, and they were goofing off all the time.
No,
and eating.
What did you tell me? Do you remember?
I told you that Candace tried to hook me up with her mom.
And what happened on the phone?
That Candace's Candy Hair told her, be careful what you say, Candace. You know they have the phone lines bugged. They're listening to everything we say. Donna wants you getting me in trouble. And then said, oh shit, you didn't tell me someone was in the group chat. And then she hung up. That's what happened.
You did tell me that. That's right. You did tell me that. But you did tell me that you had the hots for Daisy.
You know what? I never told you I had the hots for Daisy. You silly. That's not true.
Lady, come on now. I'm being
not
sound
true.
like, but you did. You realize you typed it, right?
That I had the hots for
You
Daisy.
did realize that you did.
And
I don't know
what
that
I didn't read.
The reason
what you
why
have.
Leslie
I don't
Earhart
know
or
if
whatever her
sent you
name
stuff
is.
I didn't send.
Do you know what you told me?
I have no idea.
You told me the reason why Leslie Earhart suspected grandma is because she orchestrated the whole day that day.
She did orchestrate the whole day. The whole day started with her getting up, having Candace take her to the hospital. She planned the whole day. Everything they did that day was grandma's plan. From the planting the flowers to going to the hospital to getting the minutes for the phone, all of it. It was her plan.
What is her
the
motive?
whole day was planned.
What I don't understand is why you're starting this shit up with me.
No, it's nothing. No, I wasn't
you're
trying
sending
to.
people emails saying my husband knows some social worker. Yes, you are, and you're doxing me, and you're doxing my name.
The head of CPS.
I wasn't trying to start anything with you at all. All I was showing was the connection. There's a connection because there is a connection.
So
you do have
the head of the CPS that he's related to.
Maybe it's distant, but you do have a connection to that woman.
No, I don't.
You do. And
no, I don't. I
She's telling
don't.
you.
Neither does my husband. We have no idea who you're talking about.
You realize how silly you look? Let me just straighten this out a little bit. So she's trying to say that your husband is related to the head of CPS. Like that's her husband. I'm pretty sure she knows or not. But you also tell me in the email, as your theory about Grandis is there, you're telling me things about Candace's brother. Now you're up here trying to tell. I want you to understand where you're at right now. This is not like you're not on a regular Summer Wells creators. You're talking to people. Daisy does events for them.
Right.
Okay. Excuse me.
I know these people. You don't think I had a good relationship with Candace and Don? I know them just as well.
I believe that you talked to
Who do you think paid off Candace's child support? I'm the one who paid the child support.
I believe that you did.
I mean,
I'm
not
going to lose my voice for her. Here, we're just going to do it like this. I'm going to start muting this lady.
Is that a tattoo?
How the hell? I put scissors. Let me get her out of here.
All I see is a cow.
Hold on, wait. Okay, hold on, man. Hold on. Where are they all at? Let me add them back. Sorry. Hold on, ladies. Hold on. It's an accident. Unmute. Can't unmute your guest. They close at the stage. Okay, add the stage. Okay, that's what I'm trying to prevent. What the fuck? All right, I have no idea. Y'all hit the link again. I'll just here hit the link again. It's all weird. I don't know what happened.
Am I not on the panel?
Wait, I can hear you guys. Can you hear him? I can hear you. Hold on. Add the stage. Remove. You're on. Just re-hit Re-hit the link, y'all. Re-hit the link. That was not. It was an absolute accident. Just hit the link again. I'm trying to put you up, but the volume's not working or something. Kimmy, hit the link. Okay, now there we go. You're on here still, right? Of course, you didn't go nowhere. I was really trying to mute you for a minute because you wouldn't shut the fuck up. But listen, what I'm trying to tell you is, ladies, oh, I didn't drop it. What I was trying to say is, look, man, you're up here trying to tell people who actually talk to them, and you, just like a lot of people, are the same as the other people. Like Candace has said to you so much stuff. Sure, I've talked to her a million times, Don too. They don't like, there's what are they like? It's amazing to me for people that like to try to say what they've said to them, right? You can't prove any of that, but of course you got so close with them, right? It's like some competition weirdo shit. And the fact is, you're trying to tell people who actually have never shitted on them, have never tried to scissor them, have never tried to pork them, right? Never got all weird on them, who have remained straight and close with them. You're trying to argue with those people, and there's receipts of you doing this, that this didn't happen. It's wild, man. It's a little bit wild, right? I'm not up here to argue with you. I just want to know why and how did it get that weird? Because you're not the only one that did that. There's other people who tried to pork them, send their ass cheeks. And I'm very interested.
Yeah, that
I've never tried to
I don't
pork
know
Candace.
where you get off that I tried to do anything, because I've never once ever tried to have anything inappropriate with either of them. Nothing inappropriate in any way.
Daisy, you're on.
You know, I'm old. I'm an older woman who is.
Oh my God, this lady, there's your conversations. Do you know what a screenshot is? Do you know what that is?
Of course I do. I know.
Why be up here and say that you did the things, and then you're saying that I didn't even know that you tried that you hit on what Jenky said, you hit on Daisy.
That's not true. She just said that to be funny.
No, she's never hit on me because I mean, straight up,
never
I'm a
happened.
Christian. I don't,
right.
you
That's
know.
never happened. That she said that to be funny, I think.
Just
no, she told me that before.
I
she
never
told me
hit
that,
on Candace either.
Candace told me the same thing. Candace told me the same.
I never hit on Candace. Did Candace tell you I hit on her?
You had a crush on her. Sure, she did.
She said I had a crush on her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was me. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking, but I don't know what.
Jenkins.
I don't know. It's been a while, and I wasn't going to bring all this up. But you started all this stuff up.
Clear it up,
Jenkins. No interest in anything romantically with anybody.
But
that's
she
weird.
What did she say, Jenkins?
Daisy was good looking. She thought Daisy was a beautiful woman, and she told Candace she'd like to hook up with her.
Come on.
So it's amazing that you happen to say the same things to the same people, right? Are we to believe that Jenkins is full of shit and you only wanted to scissor Candace? Or who do you want to scissor? And
nobody.
Jenkins,
Never have anything like that. I'm Jenkins. A pro supporter of women and making women feel nice and telling them they look nice.
All right, you get a mute. I'm not yelling over you, lady. Just answer the scissor question. Jenkins, do you have that in writing, or did she tell you that?
I can't remember. I mean, I don't remember even barely her name. I just think she's Brand Pearl, and I talked to her a long time ago. She actually called me on the phone several times, and then I just quit answering. And because I was,
dropped down because she got big mad.
Like trying to set me up and stuff, and I'm just like, I ain't gonna talk to this lady anymore.
What do you mean set you up?
Like record and stuff. You know how people do on here.
Of course, yeah.
Because she kept saying things to try to trap me into saying it, and I wouldn't feed back into it. I don't remember her name. I could look her name up in my messenger, but it's been years ago. So what's her name there on that? It says Kimberly.
It's I don't have her. Daisy, do you have her Facebook? Daisy?
What was that last name?
Daisy is up here, ain't she? Oh no, it's just me and you. Okay, Daisy must have dropped down.
That's a picture of Daisy and Chewy. I put it up there because they're best friends.
She's trying to say that she never said any like flirtatious stuff to Daisy. There's a 3-minute freaking text video of a screen recorded video of a lot of her flirtiness. She absolutely did say. I believe she said that to you, but for receipt purposes, it would be nice to be able to show it. But
I
the
can't.
ladies,
It's been years ago, though. It's, I mean,
right.
like, I don't remember her last name and stuff. Oh, wait, let's see.
I could tell you.
It's
I don't
not
want to.
showing any. Is it the? I think this is. Ooh, let me see what I got.
I'm
here.
not gonna dox a lady
Ooh,
on.
I'm finding receipts. Hold on.
Oh, do you? Hell yeah! Thank you.
I gotta go back on these and read them first.
All right, do me a favor. I'm gonna keep doing this live. Just send them over, will you?
Let me see what I got, if there's anything credible in here, because I don't feed into stuff. I just go, yeah.
Right.
And then if I find something, I'll be like, so what do you think about that? Da da da. Let me see. I don't know. I mean, I
don't
know
mind
that
a lady.
she was friends with Candace, and she told me she was friends with Candace, and she gave her a lot of money in the past. She told me Candace tried to hook her up with grandma and got on the phone.
Because she made Candace feel uncomfortable. Yes, this is true. I mean, think about it. Like, if someone's gonna, wants to help you out financially, if you need it, you're gonna take it. But if at the same time, if they're, trying to scissor you or doing all this weird stuff, if you're not gay, nothing wrong if anybody's gay. But if you're not gay, you're gonna deflect it. You're gonna say, like, I'm straight with that, but you might want to go over here. I don't know what people think, but it's what I do get aggravated about is the lady. She won't admit that what she did to Daisy was wrong. So do you know Daisy's husband? Of course you do.
Daisy's husband?
Right? Yeah.
He couldn't get rid of me if he tried to. He does most of my work for me. Daisy's husband,
you guys get along good.
My brother-in-law, like my brother.
So that her thing is telling me that Daisy's husband is related to the head person of CPS in Tennessee. So I'm talking about like the main person, the person who runs CPS in Tennessee is directly related to Daisy, or I'm sorry, her husband. And Daisy came up here yesterday to say that's bullshit, right? I have the name of the person if you want. Of what she said. It's she says, hold on, give me a second. And then she tried to lie on Candace's brother, which I didn't get a chance to ask her because she won't shut up. She says right here, Christy. So the lady's name is Christy Fox Gibson, the head of CPS. She's claiming that person is directly related to Daisy's husband.
Daisy's husband is a Harlan County boy. And the only reason why his kids and all that live there where they live at is because they moved to work in factories and stuff from our little town here in Harlan. She's more apt to be related to Ernie Shell.
Exactly. She's one of those people who just, I don't mind she's on panel, but she just won't answer, the scissor and stuff she's going to try to get around, but she won't say sorry to Daisy. I didn't even get a chance to tell her. She's trying to say that. Here's why I know she's a liar, right? She's trying to tell, just like I'm sure a lot of people have told you this as well, Jenkies, right? And same with Daisy. Like, oh, I talked to Don and Candace too, and they've told me a lot, right? People always try to make like they also speak to Don and Candace as like it's some celebrity or some competition, and there's always like they've told me a lot, right? It's so weird, right? But this is what she tells me in the email. And then she's trying to link Candace's brother into this theory, right? Yeah. Candace has not talked to her brother in years, many, many, many years. So I know the lady is a liar, but I don't even really want to embarrass her of her scissor-ness and gay stuff. But, I think I'm going to have to because just her how. Huh?
I just wish when I found out she had a crush on Daisy, I was like, I just picked on Daisy because Daisy's had a girl crush, but I'm looking over some of the messages right now.
Did she text you this?
Do what?
All right. Let me go to the chat. Sorry, chat.
Christy Fox Gibson are related. Oh, right here she's saying this back in 2023. And Stephanie Kirk.
Oh, you do
Christy
have receipts.
Fox Gibson are related because they are both my third cousins. They're both her third cousins. So wait a minute. Okay. Is Christy Fox Gibson related to Amy? Because that's kind of weird. She's one of the main DHS workers for Hawkins County. Fox is not that common of a name, especially if you live in the same town. Odds are you're related. Christy Fox Gibson is also related to Stephanie Kirk, who is Ideal DeLon's best friend and co-worker, the niece of Jose Diaz, Candace's brother-in-law.
Yeah, right. I got the same email.
And this is what she says after that. She said, and I know Stephanie Kirk and Christy Fox Gibson are both related because they are both my third cousins, though they're her third cousins. I said, Amy is not from Tennessee. And then I proceeded on telling her where Amy's husband was born.
So wait a minute. So she told you that she's related to the Tennessee.
She said they are
CPS
both
lady?
her third cousins. Yes.
So that would indirectly make her related to Daisy and her husband. What a fucking nutball. So does she not know at the time of texting you this that Daisy is your sister?
Yeah, she's asking me about Daisy here.
This lady is cooking for Cocoa.
She said,
so she's indirectly making herself related to Daisy.
So Daisy told Candace what she talked to her about back then. Daisy, I'm kind of disappointed your sister told Candace the stuff I talked to her about. The same thing I was talking to you, and Candace blocked me and now won't speak to me. I was really trying to be genuine with Amy. She actually shut down Candace from talking to me telling me stuff. Did you know Candace has a sister and brother-in-law in South Carolina, Kathleen and Jose Diaz? This is who I'm looking into. Jose's niece also lives in South Carolina. Her really good friend and co-worker is from Hawkins County. They are both export agents and travel all over the United States. And then she goes on telling me about this Christy Fox Gibson. And I
so her theory is she thinks,
and something about she left me some voice messages. I haven't looked at them. And then she sent me some documents.
You have the link again, woman, if you'd like. Let me talk again, just to be fair.
Of Emma Catherine
go ahead, James.
Grant Wilder. It's been a long time.
Who is it now? What?
Also is a family name from Harlan. So she's
23. That's.
She even went into the Rest Haven Cemetery. Is the cemetery that
she's a little bit loony, Jenks, because what she's, she's trying to. What she's saying, I don't know if she realizes this or not, is that she's related to you guys. I mean, anybody related to Daisy, in-law or not, would be directly related to you.
I'm from Michigan,
whether
originally.
It's a step,
Yeah. Originally, I was
when she said that she had a crush on Daisy. When she told you she had a crush on Daisy, by default, she doesn't even know she's sideways. What's that word? When you pork your family, she's sideways. What's the word, people? Incest. Holy shit, this is getting real. Who accidentally does that? This is wild, man. In all reality, I don't believe any of that. The lady is
she's a chubby chaser.
This live just stamps and she's absolutely right. A brother fucker. She's a brother fucker. Look, this is funny because look, man, these people get nuts, y'all, and they go down these fucking these theories, and they go down these wormholes, doxing wrong people. And this lady doesn't even. Do you understand what she said to Jenkins, and what she just told me are sort of the same, a little bit different, but she's making herself related to Daisy in the lie to Jenkins, and then forgetting her lies, and then saying, "Oh, by the way, I'd lick Daisy's carpet too," which would make her, allegedly incest, in my opinion, hypothetically, allegedly, and for educational purposes. This is what happens when you lie. You can't keep up with all the lies, and you turn out incest, in my opinion. But this is wild, y'all. These people. And I want to say this very firmly. These people do not care about Summer Wells. They are obsessed with the case in general, right? This is an all-time high. This person went full incest on the case. You kidding? People, this is out of control.
That's wild. Daisy. She's a chubby chaser. Sorry, I had to make it funny. But no, to be honest with you, though, I'm going to go over... There's a lot of voice messages on here, and I need to listen to them. But I will send them to Noel.
All right. I'll play them. I don't even.
But thanks for letting me come up.
Okay. All right. Have a good one. I appreciate you coming up and saying what you did. I really do. Thank you.
Thank you.
You heard? All right. No problem. So look at that, a little bit of unity over here on Team Whiteware Radio, bringing the farm, bringing Daisy and Jenkins together on panel without them bitching at each other. How about that? Look at that, by default as well. Now, shout out to both ladies, man. I appreciate you guys coming up. And to the woman who came up here, Barrel Burn. Look, man, I appreciate you hitting the link, right? But we just don't do lies over here. I can't have that. You're trying to tell people who I'm not going to say that. You're trying to tell someone who has like receipts of your conversations that it doesn't get a little bit weird. Those receipts do not show research. It gets weird, right? And you could easily apologize to Daisy when she was up here. You didn't apologize. And while you were arguing with her, I wasn't going to get in the middle of that. I just ran to the bedroom and said, Noel, get Jenkins over here now and tell her to hit the link. Why did I do that? Because you put Jenkins' name in the conversation, and I'm good friends with Jenkins and Daisy. So by doing that, we brought more lies out of what you said, right? You came on panel to defend yourself, which I immensely respect. But I asked you a couple of questions. I'm getting frustrated because I know that you're lying. And it comes out that your lies are just extremely on a different level. And it's wild, man. And I'm sure the ladies, like I said yesterday, the ladies will be on it. And I'm sure the ladies will be going through all their old conversations. And I'm sure the ladies will bring more receipts on this said situation. But hey, man, I asked you nice. I said, don't do any lies. And you did it to yourself. So it is what it is at this point. It is what it is. And you could at least, for crying out loud, apologize for doxing the woman's family. I mean, come on. And like I said to you, lastly, before we move on, I know if you emailed me that entire stuff, I knew that you did to other people. And here goes Jenkins, able to produce receipts of the same theory years ago. You're telling people who Daisy husband is related to 2 years before you did it to me. So I know that you send it to a whole bunch of assholes who don't like Daisy, and you're giving them a direct line, right? They may not know her name. Now you're like feeding them a dox and causing only problems for her of shit that you don't know. And you try to pork her, and you accidentally, in your lies, made yourself incest to her. Make it make sense. Holy shit, people. Holy shit. Holy shit, people. Holy shit. This is wild. Let's get one of these. Where's it at? All right, I'm thirsty. I got to get a drink and then we'll move on. I did not expect any of that to happen. Hold on, please hold. Where's it at? It's right here. Oh, I got this from yesterday. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, the big sign when I leave. The big sign. Hold on, I gotta get a drink. Baby, you see that? You think she was incest? What in that case? What in that case? That's comical. And I told y'all, see, that wasn't rapper. That was probably her. So I'll wrap her the apology. All right, man, we're going to move on from this shit. This is wild. I don't even know if I should move on because I have a feeling there's going to be more receipts back on this. But this is crazy. Let me go over to the chat real fast. What in that case? I didn't want to go on so long, but we're going to have to do it. So actually, I might end it, man. I might just end it right here. Watch out for the poop soup incoming. I like you girls, Diamond. Yeah, shout out to all the farm. That was wild. I hope that Jenkies, if you're watching this, I hope you cover it as you should. And I hope you know what this is crazy about. Matter of fact, just for transparency reasons, I want everybody to understand this. I will let you know something, right? So I initially wasn't going to cover this, and just for transparency reasons, let me tell you how this started. You could hear it for yourself, actually, because I didn't play you this yet, but look at this. This is so wild. This is wild. This is one of the most ginormous lies I ever seen in my life. All right, so this is just wild. All right, here we go. So I messaged Daisy last night after the live ends.
Hey, Daisy, you were right. It was that nutball. After the live, Noelle was telling me that you guys think it was her. And it's not that I disagree with you guys or nothing like that. I just wanted to know, like, with proof. And Noelle was like, just trust me, it's her, it's her. And again, not that I doubt you guys, but just to show it. Now, so she ended up emailing me after I went live. And I guess she like put herself in the people finder play thing and doctors herself. And it says, like, no results. But at the bottom of the email, on this email, it says from Kimberly Burning Bush Channel or whatever it's called. You know, so it is her. So I don't know if you go live or whatever. Yeah, it is her.
So I'm telling Daisy, you were right on my panel. Then I got the receipts. You might want to cover this, right? And it unfolds craziness, man. Just so you guys know the whole thing. It's just crazy. Then the lady hops on panel like most tragedy pimps do and try to debate. Like it's wild to sit there and watch this lady tell me she didn't say what she said when I literally have receipts. And then I tell her, don't come up here, man. Like I'm trying to tell you, like I'm trying to do you a justice that I don't owe you. I don't even owe you this, but I wouldn't come up here lying because you don't know what I have. And she still came up, doubled down. Oh, it's good. Okay. And I don't know. I don't really have time, guys. What is this about? Reference memory, what? No. I don't know what this is. So yeah. I'm going to jump off. Why don't we just do it, right? Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me just. All right. So to the David case, I want to just review this real fast. Okay. Is it Robody? I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So on this David case, it's wild. Like I was saying, I asked for ones in the chat. This guy should be arrested. Absolutely. It's in California. It's weird. Y'all know California is ran by Newsom, which we can only assume there's a reason why he's not getting arrested. I don't know, but the evidence is there, right? He's 20 years old. The girl that was murdered, 15, but it goes deeper than that. She was they were talking since she was like 12. Very weird, right? You know, SF is a friend of the channel, and he's been dropping some stuff on this case. To give everybody an update on this case, I wanted to just find a video that I thought was good. And this guy does good work. He's not a true crime person, but he is a
introduction to go with. But yeah, this is actually a story that's been going on in Los Angeles for a couple weeks now. So for a quick recap, a decomposing
you guys know, you ever seen this guy's channel before? His channel's called, I'll drop this in the comments. His channel is actually, I'm not going to mess with it right now. I forget, he's got a weird name of this channel. He talks about all types of stuff. Their bushes are definitely burning now. That's funny. We can't hear you, white boy. You can't hear this? It's good now. Okay, thanks. All right. Yeah, absolutely Newsom's cups. So this guy breaks it down. It's kind of it's not that long a video. How many minutes? 28. We're going to skip a little bit of it. But just to catch you guys up with this case, we're going to play what he says if you're unfamiliar with it. And then I'm going to jump over to X because SF has been digging into this and he's got some receipts on it. You know, shout out to SF.
Female body was found in a Tesla that was registered in David's name. Now, at the time when the body was found, the medical examiner could confirm that it was found.
The lagging is horrible, guys. I'm sorry about that. I can't do anything about it. So I know it's very annoying when I watch people and that happens. Real quick, the guy, his alibi is his tour. He goes on tour. He's an R&B singer. He's got massive hits that are made basically from after the girl dying. Her name is Celeste. He gets discovered in this trunk, this front trunk. He's on tour. He feels like this is a great alibi. People learn of this, and they're searching for his song. It's going viral. I've said this a little bit. I said this earlier before Lady came back on. When I was trying to get to this part of the live. But recently, as of today, or not today, as of recent, his tour's canceled, right? And I don't know why they have not arrested this guy, because there's a lot of digital evidence with this case. This guy was very social media prone. He was very hands-on with his Discord people and stuff. He sent cash app payments to people on Discord for deleting the messages because he said some crazy shit in the Discord. He's admitted to killing this girl different times on social media, but he's either had somebody hide it or he's hid it. He's just done a lot of like weird shit, right? And there is a trace back to him. I don't know why they haven't arrested him solely off of the Chomo stuff. If they can't pin the murder on him, the Chomo stuff absolutely should be get nailed for. He reposted on his TikTok this guy that's chopping up meat, and he said this is her if we break up, which is crazy as hell. But SF is an OG in missing people. He's found mad people. He's found he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Friend of the channel. We fuck with SF. He's been dropping hints, doing some research, and getting into it. It's just wild. But let's watch this video.
David was, at the time, I believe, still on tour, throwing out even Labubus for the world to grab. So, of course, at the time, the only thing that could be identified on these body bracelet metal
What's going on with this? Stage. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. I have no idea what's going on with the internet, man. It's giving me a problem, obviously. So it is what it is. I don't know why it's not wanting me to. It's just lagging, and I'll just make a video about this. It's all good. It's something separate, and it is what it is. But be on the lookout for it. This was a comical live. I appreciate everybody that's jumping up. It's just wild, man. I really don't know what to say about this is wild even for me. I cannot believe that somebody would come. This blows my mind. But it again. Let me just end like this, man. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get to the SF stuff. But this should be like a learning lesson, right? First off, none of this has nothing to do with Summer Wells. But if you are a person who questions like a lot of the case that you see on YouTube, not that the police does, this should be an eye opener for a lot of people. I can't tell you the amount of people who have spoken to Don and Candace. It's not hard for you in the comments right now to probably go and talk to them. It's really not, right? If they choose to do so, right? And a lot of people have. It's comical to some extent to watch people try to tell you, because they're special, what these people have actually told them, right? When it's just not true, right? And I can only tell you from experience. But beyond anything, this gives you a little bit of insight onto these people who get really obsessed, man. And this one did. I tried to keep her on panel for as long as possible. I was absolutely losing my patience. She's lying to me. I have receipts of this. She kept talking and denying and deflecting. And what did she do? She got herself exposed even further. And there's a reason why she didn't come back. And I think we're just going to end it there. It is what it is, people. But learning experience. I'll get you guys the SF update. But real fast, hit some comments, and if you haven't seen this live, if you're coming in late, you bet it's such worth give it a rewind. Give it a rewind. Now you're back because I'm closing the live out, lady. I don't need you up here. Here you go. You want the stage? Here you go. We're gonna do it like this. Here you go. Come on up.
I have nothing to fear. I'm not out of here because you.
Ma'am, I just asked about the scissoring and how did you get upset?
You're a goofy weirdo.
You have to go. Nobody watching this live, believes that. You basically, just so you understand like what reality is, you came onto my live and accidentally, by your own lies, got you to be incest. Like, let that sink in. Let that sink in. I didn't do that. You did. All right, people. That's about all I got on this one. It's been fun. It's been weird, but it's been interesting. I'll get you the update on SF. Until the next one, y'all. I hope y'all learned something. These people are obsessed, and it's very weird. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Till next time. Shout out to the farm. Shout out to Jenkins and 1-800 mental health if you're going through it or whatever for that lady. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.